How are you, Professor Nello? It's Malik, and I will be giving you my narrative speech that I owed you from a couple weeks back. So, being that we were supposed to choose an article that came out the month the speech was due, I went to the library and I was able to find an article in which uh, came from the Daily Beverage magazine that was called "What's Hitting the Shelves: New Product Launches September Edition." Um, and the article was published by Rachel Arthur on September 18th of this year. So the reason why I chose that article is because I thought the article was very informative. I thought it was very descriptive in terms of talking about alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks that were scheduled to come out on the month of September. Um, the article talked about like different types of whiskey beverages and like the new Minute Maid newest smoothies and even non-alcoholic beers that seem to catch everyone's attention. The reason why it caught my attention is because alcohol somewhat affected my life around 4 years ago, July 17th. I lost my father, my stepfather, due to alcohol. Um, he ended up falling down the stairs and he was rushed to the hospital because of internal bleeding. And that's when I chose just not to drink ever again because of how much that affected me and how it affected my family. A lot of people don't know that, like, in terms of underage drinking, it definitely possesses a higher risk of, um, stumbling into alcoholism. It could definitely be based off the environment and the environment you're surrounded by, such as college. My friend who I was very, very close with freshman year ended up getting involved with alcohol and unfortunately, like, I don't want to go too in depth with the story, but now he has to register as a sex offender. So like, you consuming alcohol could definitely go a long way. And as crazy as it may sound, depending on your opinion, alcohol isn't always pushed into something very much negative. My mom said that, like, she was able to fall in love with Paul when he was drunk majority of the time. She said with him consuming so much alcohol, he was able to gain some type of confidence and be himself and be funny and somewhat win my mom's heart. And then 5 years later, end up getting married. I also think it's crazy how, like, a lot of my friends think that I'm crazy for not drinking when I go out. I tend to find my own way to have fun, despite consuming alcohol. Being an athlete and being that I lost someone so special to me, so special to my family, I just can't find the need to consume alcohol, which results to me being like the designated driver when my friends go out and stuff like that, which I'm perfectly fine with. Just they just end up filling my tank up whenever I need to drive them somewhere anyway. So I'd rather do that versus seeing one of my friends drink and drive. So that just goes. With all these experiences that I went through, I feel like it doesn't give me the right to decide whether or not, like, alcohol can necessarily be a good or bad thing. It's all based off how you look at it and your perception of it. But majority of the people are gonna just look down upon alcohol because of the mental and physical effect it has on you. And after reading the article, I thought it would give me a great opportunity to express my reasoning behind being a full time college student who doesn't actually consume alcohol. If you grab 50 students on this campus or maybe any other big institution, if you grab 50 of them, it's more than likely that 35 of them or even 40 of them are, um, daily drinkers, which isn't a problem, but that's just how some people just, just find that interest in consuming alcohol. But I definitely praise those who have good intentions when it comes with alcohol consumption and those who continue to do so. People who have good intentions when they drink, are just doing it to have a good time when, some people could be very much aggressive when they consume alcohol. So I feel like it's all based and it's all due to your own values and beliefs. And everyone is going to be different in their own ways. And I definitely think that this can potentially make people different than others. How they feel about alcohol. But now you know how I feel about alcohol. So, but yeah, that concludes my narrative speech. I had given you the outline beforehand, so I hope you enjoyed it and happy holidays. Thank you, Professor.